Commonwealth of Australia is a little bit smaller than the contiguous United States. It has a population density of 8.7 people per square mile, or 3.4 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Namibia. 46.65% of the nation's land is used for agriculture, and 17.42% is forest. 23.1% of the people are Protestant, whereas 22.6% are Catholic. It has a median age of 37.5 years. It also has a life expectancy of 81.2 years for males, and 85.3 years for females. 86% of the population is urban, and 14% is rural. Australia has a GNI per capita of $56,760. The Republic of Fiji is a little bit smaller than the state of New Jersey. It has a population density of 127 people per square mile, or 49 people per square kilometer, which is similar to South Africa. 23.3% of the country's land is used for agriculture. The most common religion is Christianity, which makes up 64.5% of the population. It has a median age of 29.9 years, as well as a life expectancy of 78.8 years for males, and 76.3 years for females. 55.9% of the nation is urban, and 44.1% is rural. Fiji has a GNI per capita of $4,720. The Republic of Kiribati is bigger than Bahrain. It has a population density of 392 people per square mile, or 151.3 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Micronesia. 15% of the country's land is made up of forestry. English is the official language of the nation, and Roman Catholicism is the most common religion, which makes up 58.9% of the population. It has a median age of 25.7 years, as well as a life expectancy of 69.9 years for females, and 64.7 years for males. 54.1% of the country is urban, and 45.9% is rural. Kiribati has a GNI per capita of $3,010. The Republic of the Marshall Islands is about as big as Washington, D.C. It has a population density of 585.7 people per square mile, or 226.5 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Switzerland. 50.7% of its land is used for agriculture, and 49.3% is made up of forestry. The most common religion is Protestant Christianity, which is followed by 80.5% of the nation. It has a median age of 23.8 years, as well as a life expectancy of 77 years for females, and 72.4 years for males. 77% of the country is urban, and 23% is rural. The Marshall Islands have a GNI per capita of $5,010. The Federated States of Micronesia is a bit bigger than St. Lucia. It has a population density of 388.2 people per square mile, or 150.1 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Kiribati. 74.5% of the nation's land is made up of forestry, and 25.5% is used for agriculture. It's made up of 607 different islands. It has a median age of 26.3 years, as well as a life expectancy of 76.7 years for females, and 72.3 years for males. 77.3% of the country's population is rural, and 22.7% is urban. Micronesia has a GNI per capita of $4,010. The Republic of Nauru is a little bit smaller than Tuvalu. It has a population density of 1,777.8 people per square mile, or 682.5 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Mauritius. 20% of the country is used for agriculture. Most of the population is on the coast. The national language is Nauruan, which is spoken by 93% of the country. And Protestant Christianity is the most common religion, which is followed by 60.4% of the population. It has a median age of 27 years, as well as life expectancy of 57 years for males, and 64.5 years for females. 100% of the nation is urban. Nauru has a GNI per capita of $16,630. New Zealand is around twice as big as the state of North Carolina. It has a population density of 50 people per square mile, or 19.3 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Uruguay. 43.2% of the nation is used for agriculture, and 31.4% is made up of forests. The most common language is English, which is spoken by 95.4% of the country, and Christianity is the most common religion, which makes up 37.3% of the population. It has a median age of 37.2 years, as well as a life expectancy of 83.5 years for females, and 80 years for males. 86.5% of the nation is urban, and 13.5% is rural. New Zealand has a GNI per capita of $42,610. The Republic of Palau is a little bit bigger than Seychelles. It has a population density of 490 people per square mile, or 189 people per square kilometer, which is similar to the Bahamas. 87.6% of the nation's land is made up of forestry, and 10.8% is used for agriculture. The most common religion is Christianity, which is followed by 81.7% of the country's population. It has a median age of 33.9 years, as well as a life expectancy of 78 years for females, and 71.5 years for males. 78.7% of the population is urban, and 21.3% is rural. Palau has a GNI per capita of $16,500. The independent state of Papua New Guinea is a little bit bigger than the state of California. It has a population density of 53.3 people per square mile, or 20.6 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Niger. 63.1% of the land is made up of forests, and 2.6% is used for agriculture. The country is located in the Pacific Ring of Fire, and shares the island of New Guinea with Indonesia. It has a median age of 24 years, as well as a life expectancy of 71.2 years for females, and 67.8 years for males. 86.8% of the nation is rural, and 13.2% is urban. Papua New Guinea has a GNI per capita of $2,660. The independent state of Samoa is a bit bigger than Luxembourg. It has a population density of 184.3 people per square mile, or 71.2 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Greece. 60.4% of the nation's land is made up of forests, and 12.4% is used for agriculture. The most common religion is Christianity, which makes up 97% of the country's population. It has a median age of 25.6 years, as well as a life expectancy of 72.3 years for males, and 78.3 years for females. 81.3% of the nation is rural, and 18.7% is urban. Samoa has a GNI per capita of $4,070. The Solomon Islands is a little bit bigger than Albania. It has a population density of 67.6 33.7 people per square mile, or 26.1 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Chile. 3.9% of the nation is used for agriculture. English is the official language of the country, and is spoken by 1 to 2% of the population. Christianity is the most common religion, which makes up 95.9% of the nation. It has a median age of 23.5 years, as well as a life expectancy of 79.5 years for females, and 74.1 years for males. 76.3% of the country is rural, and 23.7% is urban. The Solomon Islands have a GNI per capita of $2,300. The Kingdom of Tonga is a bit bigger than Singapore. It has a population density of 398.4 people per square mile, or 153.8 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Ghana. It is made up of both volcanic and non-volcanic islands. 43.1% of the nation is used for agriculture, and 12.5% is made up of forestry. It has a median age of 24.1 years, as well as life expectancy of 70.9 years for females, and 65.4 years for males. 76.9% of the country's population is rural, and 23.1% is urban. Tonga has a GNI per capita of $5,000. Tuvalu is a little bit bigger than Nauru. It has a population density of 1,050.5 people per square mile, or 406.3 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Belgium. 60% of the land in the nation is used for agriculture, and 33.3% is made up of forests. The most common religion is Protestant Christianity, which makes up 92.7% of the country's population. It has a median age of 26.6 years, as well as life expectancy of 66 years for males, and 70.9 years for females. 62.4% of the population is urban, and 37.6% is rural. Tuvalu has a GNI per capita of $5,820. The Republic of Vanuatu is a little bit bigger than the state of Connecticut. It has a population density of 68.8 people per square mile, or 26.6 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Peru. 36.1% of the land is made up of forests, and 15.3% is used for agriculture. Islama, French, and English are official languages in the country. It has a median age of 23 years, as well as life expectancy of 73.5 years for males, and 76.9 years for females. 75.1% of the population is rural, and 24.9% is urban. Vanuatu has a GNI per capita of $853.